Hey, Shama UFC here. We're gonna be doing a showcase on Aljamain Sterling. He will be fighting Mozart Englev, a undefeated UFC featherweight currently. This is probably gonna be his toughest test at featherweight because his one fight he only had a fight with Calvin Cater. He's a great formidable opponent, of course, but as far as in reaching that top five, it's gonna be a true test to see what he could do against Mozart. You know, the confidence of an undefeated fighter is unmatched. Like when you're undefeated, you just have the most utmost confidence, which is up. So we're gonna see how he handles him if he can even pass the test. Because featherweight is, a bigger division. There's bigger guys. He was really big for bantamweight, but we're gonna see how he does against people his size or bigger. If he can still put on the grappling pace that he did. Yeah, last opponent left. I mean, hey, he did shoot a takedown on us first, but we're Aljamain Sterling. We're gonna definitely want to be grappling. He has a lot of good kicks. He has side kicks like to the body, so you could do that to push people away, work the body. Uh, Pretty good kick speed. His hands are pretty quick too. They're a little bit slower at featherweight. He only had the one fight there, so we're gonna be using bantamweight version and the featherweight version, so I could find some different fights and some different matchups. But for the most part, I'm very interested in this fight. I mean, it's not like a casuals watchers fight, but I'm just curious to see if they're gonna grapple each other, or we're gonna get a Colby Covington versus Usman type of fight where they respect each other's grappling so much it becomes a striking affair. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Aljo fan, but I don't know. We're gonna have to see. To be honest, can't discredit his skills. Might not be like my favorite fighter, but he was one of the most dominant bantamweight champions. So seeing him come up is actually pretty cool. We get to see some fresh matchups, no rematches, no. It's pretty cool. And his boy Marab can actually shine and fight title matches without having to worry about fighting Aljamain. So I believe DC did something similar for one of his friends that was a champion at the time. He didn't move up to heavyweight, I think because of Kane. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I could swear I heard that before. Yeah, we're gonna deny him right here, and we're gonna lock up a tight Darce choke. He does survive it though, but it's gonna crunch the stamina. Yeah, people get frustrated with grappling. I don't blame them. It's not the easiest thing to learn. Definitely took me some time to learn. But after this fight, it's possible either Aljo or Mozar are gonna be the next contenders for the title. Possibly. Because I think we've seen it depends on who Ilya fights, I believe. Because if Ilya has to fight Volk for the second time, right? Then Diego was recently a backup fighter. So usually if they're a backup fighter and they're already at the top, more than likely they're going to be next. So I think Diego's probably going to be next after if Ilya fights, Volk for the second time. But yeah, I don't think Aljo's going to wait for all that. Because you guys got to remember, he would have to wait for Volk to fight Ilya, wait for those guys to heal, the winner of whoever, and then they're gonna have to then he's gonna have to wait again, wait for Ilya to get booked against Diego, and then wait. No, he more than likely will have to fight one more person. To be honest, I think he was already calling out Diego Lopez. Um, so I think if he beats Mozar, especially in convincing fashion, maybe a finish, a submission, I believe the next fight to make would probably be Diego Lopez versus Aljamain Sterling. I've been hearing rumors that Diego Lopez may take on Josh Emmett, but I really hope that's not true because, well, he's all the way down the rank. He's like number 9 or 10. Diego's number 3 right now. I'd rather him not risk it all against, Josh Emmett. So, I'm not even sure Josh Emmett really deserves like a top 3 fight right now. So I think if Aljamain wins in convincing fashion, he should take on Diego Lopez. Now that's a fight I think everyone as a fan would love because just the amount of aggression Diego puts into his grappling and, his boxing style it's amazing to watch. I mean, even family I watched Diego Lopez versus Mozart, they don't like grappling that much. I enjoy it when it's active and when it's effective grappling, as far as in attempting submissions, ground and pound, trying to pass guards, going into mount, trying to do things, not just stalling. So I love to see it. Even they loved it. Now Mozart versus Diego fight, and that was Diego on short notice. You guys gotta remember that. Yeah, we hit the spinning body kick right here. But yeah, I'm loving all these matchups. I'm just enjoying all these great fights we're gonna be able to watch tomorrow night. Regardless who wins or lose, it is gonna be an amazing card to watch. I just feel like Aljamain and Mozart should kick off the main card, to be honest with you, because it just doesn't make no sense that Chrome Gracie 0-2 is gonna be facing a number 15 Bryce Mitchell. You might say, did he win any fights recently? No. Within the past, I think 3-4 years, Chrome Gracie has went 0-2. He got dominated by Charles Jourdain, I believe so. I think that's who he fought. And who else did he fight? I'm not sure who else he fought. I don't really keep up with him. I think the first fight that he lost, I didn't even get to watch. I'm still new, so I haven't been watching UFC that long. So maybe he fought someone that's a recognizable name, but still, he's on a losing streak. Not even like it was a crazy fight, and you just want to see him in there again. A very boring fight. I just believe he's getting this because of the Gracie name, which I don't like. The best fight the best. So I think whoever is at the higher rankings and all that should definitely be on the main card. I mean, like I said, not an Aljo fan, but I mean, if I had the accomplishments I did on top of, I beat a ranked featherweight already, right? Let's say, and I'm about to be taking on an undefeated Dagestan wrestler, right? Which they're always scary to take on. So, and then you just get put on the prelims. I believe that's very disrespectful. I think prelims are mainly for like prospects, maybe older fighters that still have a big name, but they're not like doing so well or they're not like ranked. But to have a contenders fight, a possible contender fight on the prelims is just brutal. I'll be very upset as well. But yeah, our opponent quit. We're gonna have a Conor McGregor. I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified here. I'm like, oh man, we got a Conor McGregor. I'm like, bro. I was like, my best thing is I'm trying to win these. I try to win the exchanges as much as I can, and if I'm winning the exchanges, I will challenge him again in a boxing fight a little bit. But if I'm not, I'm gonna have to back up and cover because you cannot just sit there. Like if you guys lose an exchange and you notice it, and you didn't really get the better of the exchange, just back up. But we're gonna shoot the double leg here, and the game glitched, I think, because it showed him like he was on the cage. Yeah, we're gonna deny him here. We're gonna try to lock him in a heel hook from full guard. Yeah, he does get out. Heel hooks are kind of weak in the game. See, like when they whiff punches like that, you can get like a free counter. We're gonna rock him against the cage, and we're gonna just run through him. That's the best time to let off those bigger combos when they're against the cage. Less head movement. We're gonna hit him with a submission counter. We did that by holding L2, R2, and flicking up to deny his up transition. We're gonna one-shot him. If you guys learned something, enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. We try to post daily content, so yeah. Aljo